Hi, welcome to Virtual CB1A. This is Miss Rena, and for today's video discussion, we are going to continue our topic on percents. This time, we will start our lesson with this topic, the percent is included. So we will start with a problem. We have here what number increased by 6% is 2,544. So let's break down the problem. Here, the percent 6% is actually included already in the number 2,544. So to make it even clearer, let's look at it this way. So we are looking for a number x that when increased by 6% is 2,544. So the what part, again, is our number x. And then, look for the other keywords. We have of, which corresponds to the operation multiplication. And finally, we have is, which corresponds to the equal sign. So what number? We have x, when increased by 6% is 2,544. This can be translated as what number is the totality of the number plus the 6%. So here, the percent is included. 6% is already included in 2,544, so as the missing number x. So meron tayong 100% plus 6% is 2,544. Now, let's try to solve for this problem. So our percentage here is missing. We have x, our base, increased by a certain rate, which is 100% plus 6% is equal to 2,544. So this can be written as 106% is equal to 2,544. Now let's transform this into decimal. So all we have to do is to move our decimal place 2 units to the left, giving us x times 1.06 is equal to 2,544. So now we are looking for the value of x, so we have to divide both sides by 1.06. So to get the value of x, we have 2,544 divided by 1.06. Pakikuha po ng calculator. So we have here 2,400. So i-check natin. If you have 2,400 daw, and you increase it by 6% of 2,400, you should have 2,544 daw. So how are we going to check for that? So let's get 6% of 2,400. So 6% of 2,400 is 0.06 times, or let's use parenthesis para hindi confusing. It is equal to 144. And if you add this 6% to 2,400, you should end up with 2,544 daw. So we have 2,400 plus 144 is equal to 2,544. So tama naman siya. So here, you have to take note that 6% is already included in our given number, 2,544. So you have to use the other 100%, or you are actually looking for the original number before it was increased. Okay? So let's continue to the other topic. Okay, this time, we are going to solve the same problem, but we are going to translate it into a better equation. So how are we going to do that? So instead of using 100% in your equation, there is actually a better way. If you still remember how we used to solve for the total amount in a certain account, nung nagsosolve tayo ng interest for loan that was borrowed, or money that was borrowed, o kaya money that was invested. So, halos kaparehas lang din siya nito. So, ang problem natin kanina, balikan nga natin, what number increased by 6% is 254. So, again, our missing number x is the what part of our equation. But this time, we have another part wherein x is increased by a portion which is 6% of the missing number x. So, x plus 6% of x is equal to 2,544. So, paano natin to isusulat in terms of an equation? Again, wala na tayo nung ginagamit natin na 1% earlier. So, we can translate this part, yung i-increase by 6%. So, by getting 6% of x as x plus 0.06, and again, our of is given by the multiplication operation, or represented by the multiplication operation. So dito, you will see that you already have like terms. Kasi ito ay pwedeng isulat as 06x, which is equal to 2,544, right? So if you add them up, we have 1.06x, which is the same as our equation earlier. But we didn't include the 100%. Instead, ang ginamit natin ay 6% of x. Now, let's continue. 1.06, 1.06, divide both sides by the numerical coefficient of x, giving us, again, 2,400. Ayan. Okay? Okay, now let's continue to the application to a certain word problem. So the word problem is, a merchant counted the money in his cash register and found that he had $4,320. A sales tax of 8% was included. How much money did the merchant keep, and how much did he owe to the government? So, total, ang pera niya for the day in his cash register, lahat-lahat, profit plus tax, revenue, pati yung capital nandyan. Wag na tayo mag-focus masyado sa terminology. But, in Tagalog, ano ba yun? Napagbentahan in a day is $4,320. But, out of that, kailangan niyang magbayad ng 8% na tax. Hindi naman agad-agad binabayaran yun, di ba? So, usually, annually siya fina-file o kaya quarterly. Kino-consolidate yung babayaran sa sales tax. So, yun dito, gusto na niyang i-reserve yung 8% for the sales tax. So, kapag tinanggal niya yung 8%, magkano na lang yung matitira sa kanya? Tapos, magkano yung ibibigay niya or ibabayad niya sa government? So, here, although the first problem was how much money did the merchant keep, it'll be easier if you will start with the second problem, which is how much did he owe to the government. Kasi itong part na how much did he owe to the government can be used in solving the first problem. So dito we have the base or the original number, which is $4,320. And then we have the percentage or the rate, which is 8% or 0.08. So in finding the percentage, we use the formula base times the rate. So the total money that you have will be the base, and then the one affixed with the percent symbol is always the rate. So the percentage here, yun yung hinahanap natin. How much money did he owe to the government? Let us represent this by the letter X. So magkano yung babayaran niya sa government? So I think instead of using X here, I will use parentheses so that you will not confuse it with the missing variable X. So the base is 4,320. Times natin siya with 0.08. Ito yung ibabayad niya sa government. Kuha tayo ng calcu. So that is 4,320 times 0.08. So magbabayad siya sa government ng 345.6. Of course, lagyan natin yung currency, dollars. Or in reality, it is $345.60. Now, we are looking for the next problem. Ito naman. So, yung how much money did the merchant keep? So, lagyan natin siya dito. How much money did the merchant keep? So, in solving for this particular problem, we can, again, represent this by an equation. So, ano naman yung equation na gagamitin natin? So, we know that here, the tax 345.60 must be deducted from 4,320. So, simpleng approach muna tayo. We can write this as 4,320 minus 345.60. Ito yung isang solution if you already know this part, x. So, 4,320 minus 345.60 is equal to 397.74.4 or $3,974.40. So, if you already know the value here for the tax payment, pwedeng isubtract mo na lang siya. But, what if you don't want to use the value x? Rather, you want to use or construct another equation. Let's call this y. How much money did the merchant keep? Magkano yung matitira sa kanya? Tawagin natin siyang y. So here, y must be deducted by the total number here, yung 4,320 times 0.08, right? So, paano natin yun i-compute? So, we have here y minus 4,320 or y is equal to 4,320 times, so since tatanggalin na natin to, we have the total 100% minus the 8%. Right? So, paano kung ang gusto nating gamitin ay yung kanina, katulad ng first example natin, wherein we will not be using 100%. So, how can we do that? So, we can simplify it using 4,320 times 4,320 or ito pala yung minus. 4,320 minus 4,320 times 0.08. So, we can simplify this as 4,320 times 1 minus 0.08. So, parehas lang yung lalabas dyan. So, we have here y is equal to 4,320 times 92% or 0.92, giving us the value 4,320 times 0.92. So, we have the same value, 3,974.40. Okay? Parehas lang ilalabas dyan. Mas simple lang yung approach dito. But, if you want to solve for how much money did the merchant keep, yung unang problem, first, then, you can opt with this solution. Apply nyo lang yung natutunan natin in the previous example. Okay. So, dito naman, percent increase and decrease. So, nandun na kaagad sa keyword ng topic natin, percent. So, ang hinahanap natin dito, yung may symbol, the percent sign. Or, misleading kasi yung yung word na percent. Baka misinterpret nyo sa as percentage. So, kapag sinabi nating percentage, portion siya. Pero kapag sinabi nating percent, this is actually the rate or the R. So, before tayo magsimula, from the idea that we introduced earlier, na dati pa natin ginagamit nung first year pa lang kayo, we have P as the percentage or the portion, B as the base or the original number, and R is the rate, often affixed by the percent symbol. Pwede natin gamitan to ng mga algebraic properties to get the missing value. Halimbawa, hindi si P ang nawawala, given si P and si R, and you are looking for B. So, B will be, so divide natin both sides by R para matira si B on one side. We have P over R. What if ang nawawala naman ay si R? So, si R, we have P over B. Ngayon, ba't inintroduce ko na ulit or nireview natin tong tatlong importanteng formula na to? Kasi dito, sa topic natin na to, we are looking for the rate. Ito, si percent increase or decrease. Therefore, we are going to make use of this formula the most. So, tingnan natin yung example. In many problems, we have information like before and after. For example, the price of eggs was $1.29 for a dozen eggs last month. And now, it is $1.49. What was the percent increase? So, hanapin muna natin kung ano yung percentage, tsaka kung ano yung base. Okay? So, ano yung original na value natin? So, the price of eggs before was $1.29. So, we have P, which is equal to $1.29. And then, we have B, which is equal to, yung bagong value na natin ngayon, which is $1.49. Actually, pwede mo tong i-interchange mamaya. I-discuss din natin siya mamaya kung paano nyo malalaman kung ano yung tamang sagot. So, we have here, the value R is equal to P over B, which is equal to 1.29 over 1.49. So, divide natin sila. 1.29 divided by 1.49. We have 0.8658. Okay, now let's continue to our next topic. We have percent increase and decrease. So, naka-ready na dito yung problem. So, percent, baka ma-misinterpret natin siya. Baka masabi na ang hinahanap ay certain number. So, actually, we are not looking for the percentage. Instead, we are looking for the percent or the rate of increase and decrease. So, saan natin to ginagamit? So, we use this on problems wherein meron tayong value for before and after. Tapos, kukunin natin yung difference nila. So, for example, the price of egg was $1.29 for a dozen eggs last month, and now it is $1.49. What was the percent increase? So, based dun sa original na price natin na $1.29, yung before, tumaas siya sa 1.49 degrees. Ano yung change or yung rate of change? Percent of change. Okay? So, sa iba't ibang parts ng math natin, pagka narinig natin yung salitang change, we always associate it with the operation subtraction. Right? Okay. So, ano yung gagawin natin to get the percent increase? So, we are going to apply the price after minus the price before. So, ang hinahanap natin ay yung increase based on the before. Okay? So, this is equal to $1.49 minus $1.29. So, ilan ito? So, we have 0.20 or we have 20 cents. So, ano yung gagawin natin after this? So, what percent ng 1.29 C 0.20? Yan yung susunod natin na magiging tanong. Now, from our formula, PBR, if we are looking for the rate and we are given by the base and the percentage, paano tayo magko-compute ng rate? So, from here, PBR, If B is given and R is missing, so divide both sides by B. So you have here P over B is equal to R. Or R is equal to P over B. Ganun din pagka ang given naman ay si R, tapos nawawala si B. Yung isa nating formula pa, although hindi pa natin siya gagamitin ngayon, ay i-introduce ko na rin. We have B is equal to P over R. Okay? So, balik tayo dito. Ang nawawala ay percentage. So, ito yung nawawalang X natin. So, X is equal to, or X times 1.29 is 0.20. So, similar siya dito. Ito yung percentage, ito yung base, ito yung rate, right? So, what percent of 1.29 is 0.20? Or, kung isusulat natin siya, we have R is equal to P over B. Pwede mo na siya agad i-translate as 0.20 divided by 1.29. Mas shortcut to. Kesa magkaroon ka ng 1.29x is equal to 0.20. Though, parehas lang yung lalabas na sagot dyan. Kasi you have to divide 0.20 by 1.29 on both cases. So, compute na tayo. 0.20 divided by 1.29. So, this is equal to, on both cases, dito ay x, kasi gumamit tayo ng variable. So, 15.50%. Dito ko na lang isusulat yung nakadecimal, 0.1550. So, tin-translate na lang natin siya into percents. We have 15.50%. Okay? Okay. Now, let's move forward to the problem of discounts. So, ito, very common siya. You often see advertisements na nagpo-promote ng mga products nila by using discounts. For example, meron kang buy one for 200, get the other one for 10% off. O kaya spend at least 1,500, get 20% off. Yung mga ganon. So, problems of discounts makes use of percentages din. So, ang mga discount problems natin ay percentage problems din yan. So, for example, the price of a dress was reduced from $200 to $180. What was the percent of discount? So, dito, the discount was 20 pesos. So, how did we get that? So, may before and after tayo. Before, it is 200. Next, naging 180 na lang siya. So, we know that we are looking for the percentage 20. So, the discount was $20 and the original price was 200. Now, pwede na nating isulat yung problem natin as what percent of 200 is 20. So, meron tayong mga notation ulit na pwedeng gamitin. So, what is X? And then, we know that we are looking for the rate because of the word percent. And then, of is multiplication. And is equal. So, hanap na tayo ng ating formula. We expect our answer to be in percent, so dapat naka-decimal siya or naka-fraction para ma-transform natin siya into percent. So, we have X multiplied by 200 is equal to 20. So we have here 200x is equal to 20. So 200, divide both sides by 200, you will end up with our x, which is equal to 20 divided by 200. We have 0.1 or 10%. So 10% off, we have 10% of 200 is 20. So 10% off is $20 off. Okay? So ano yung isa pang pwedeng approach? So using P is equal to B R. Again, we are looking for the percent. So ang hinahanap natin is si rate. Meron tayong percentage over the base. Ano yung percentage natin? So, yung portion ng original number natin na 200, which is 20. And then, ano yung base natin? So, yung original number, which is 200. You will end up with the same answer. Okay? So, you can be very creative when solving problems such as this. May freedom kayo to choose. Now, discuss na. Okay, now let's analyze. So, hindi binigay dito kung magkano yung talagang price ng item, 'di ba? So, itong item na to, gamitan natin ng parang nasusobrahan tayo sa X. Gawin natin siyang Y. Yan. So, siya si Y. So, price ng item. So, let Y be the price of our item. Now, it is offered at 15% discount. So, kung meron tayong 100% initially na babayaran for Y, tapos tinanggalan natin siya ng 15%, magkano na lang yung babayaran mo after the 15% discount was applied. So, you are only going to pay for 85% of the original price, discounted at 15%. Ayan siya, 85% na lang. Ngayon, tong si 85% na to, nilagyan daw ulit ng 40%. So, itong si Y, kung 85% na lang siya, or 0.85% of Y na lang siya, tapos, babawasan mo pa ulit ng 40%, magkano na lang yung babayaran mo? Or, teka lang, ito na yung bago nating 100%, right? Tapos, babawasan mo ulit siya ng 40%. So, magdi-discount ka ulit sa kanya ng 40%, 60% na lang yung babayaran mo. Right? So, magkano lahat-lahat yung na-discount mo from the product?